What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alex Costa and some of you know a lot about me, but I also realize that I'm over here giving you guys tips and try my best to help you out, but you have no idea who I am, where I come from, and how I got here. Today, you might see the YouTube channel, the Instagram and TikTok accounts with millions of followers, and you think, wow, Alex got lucky. You know, he's got a great life. He drives a cool car, lives in Los Angeles, and works with amazing brands like MasterCard, Ferrari. He founded Forte Series. But the thing is, just 5 years ago, I was broke, man. I didn't come from money. I grew up in Brazil, in a third world country, and we did okay. We weren't poor there. We had one family car. You know, the five of us, me, my mom, dad, two brothers. You know, we lived in an apartment in the city of Belo Horizonte. And when we moved here, it got a lot worse before it got better. So my parents were working any job they could. I mean, my dad was a dishwasher. My mom was working at my middle school's cafeteria, serving lunch, which at the time was super embarrassing for me, but I was so proud of her. And they were both studying to become CNAs, certified nurses assistant, while my brothers and I were going to school. Basically, we did what we had to do, you know, and I'm so proud of my parents for taking this huge leap of faith and leaving everything they've ever known in Brazil. I'm talking about leaving their family, you know, their friends, their jobs, to move to the US so that one day, me and my brothers would live a better life. It's no secret that the opportunities here are amazing, you know, and they wanted us to have that. So that takes balls. I applaud them. I can't even imagine what it was like. You know, the uncertainty, they didn't speak the language. None of us spoke English at the time. It wasn't easy. Fast forward a ton, I'm about 21 years old, working as a bouncer in a club a few nights a week. I'm studying to become an EMT with hopes of becoming a firefighter. That was my dream back then. And then I stumbled onto YouTube and I started posting here on YouTube. Now, I didn't make any money on YouTube for about a year. And the first paycheck that I got from YouTube was for $200. 1 year of work, 200 bucks. You know, most people would look at that and they would quit. I looked at it like I won the lottery. You know, I'm making money from YouTube. This is amazing. Let's do more of this. That was my mindset back then. On a whim, I moved to Los Angeles. You know, I'm working a 9 to 5 here. I got this job, which is a pretty good job. I was happy about it. I was still posting videos, learning as much as I can about YouTube and trying to grow my channel, which was pretty small at the time. You know, like I said, I wasn't making any money on it. Well, in 2014 or so, I lost that 9 to 5 job. I was broken, man. It was a really hard time for me because rent in LA, if you know, at the time it was very expensive. It still is, but for me at the time, I was like, I don't know if I can pay rent, man. This is really, really bad. I lived with a girl at the time and she wasn't making any money. She was studying to become a teacher, so it was very tough for us. We had a very hard time. So my only choice really was to collect unemployment. And I don't think I've ever said this before, honestly, because I think I was really ashamed of it. Still kind of am. I hated it. That little unemployment check would come in, you know, in the mail, just enough to pay our bills, just enough to get food and to get by. And I would look at it and I would hate the fact that I needed that check. I never wanted that. I wanted to be successful. I worked hard from the moment I turned 14 years old. I got a job at Domino's Pizza at 14 to make my own money. I had always tried my hardest to be independent. And now at 25 or so, I was collecting unemployment. I was 25. This was not okay for me. It sucked. It was definitely an eye-opening moment, you know, getting unemployment at that age. I'm not telling you the story, by the way, to make you feel bad for me. Don't, because I wouldn't change anything, not one bit, because that hardship made me who I am today. The reason why I'm telling you this is because a lot of you are in your 20s. Some of you are even younger, right? And you're beating yourselves up because you haven't made it yet. Well, you have time. If I was broke at that time, around 25, collecting unemployment for like a year, you know, until I was like 26 or so, then you have plenty of time to turn things around. Don't think that you have to be successful by the time you're 25, or that you need to drive a foreign car by then, you know, or to own your own place before you're 30. I got my first place right here at 31 years old, all right? It's okay. Prices are crazy for real estate. And the American dream of owning a place with the green grass and the picket white fence, you know, that dream is a lot harder to achieve now than it was in the 90s or before. right? It's really, really tough to buy a place nowadays, especially if you want to live in a place like Los Angeles. It's near impossible. And nowadays, you have social media to compare yourself to other people constantly. It's crazy the amount of damage that can do to a person's mental health. Growing up, at least I didn't have that. You know, I'm so lucky that a lot of guys my age, right, didn't have that. I grew up as social media was being developed and explored and just starting. I wasn't just thrown into it from a very early age like kids from today. My advice to you is find yourself a good group of friends. Real friends who you love, who you trust, who bring you up instead of complaining and being negative and bringing you down. Friends who will celebrate with you when you do well instead of being jealous and making you feel bad that you're changing, dude. Of course you're changing. Do you want to be stagnant for the rest of your life? Hell no. Change can be really good. Your friends should welcome that and celebrate it with you. And don't think that you have to win at life now. Early in your teens or in your 20s, everyone is on their own time. Some people become successful overnight at 21. Others grind for 1 year before they make 200 bucks. And then continue to grind for another 10 years before they get there. I'm still here working every day. One of the biggest projects that I pursued last year, if not the biggest, and it was actually during the height of the pandemic, right, was to launch the Inner Circle for this specific reason. I know that so many of you guys want to be successful and you just don't know where to start. Your friends aren't helpful. You feel stuck. You feel like you're not growing. That's a shitty feeling, right? So the Inner Circle is a community of guys who, just like you, are there learning about mindset changes, about communication and how to elevate their communication skills, and of course, about style, so that you can look good while you do it. Now, what I never saw coming was the fact that the Inner Circle became something else. It became a hub for like-minded guys to push each other forward. Every week, the guys jump into a call, they help each other with their goals, they hold each other accountable, and they're crushing it. Man, I'm so proud of them. Besides that, they get a new exclusive video every single week, way longer than the videos here on YouTube. That's because the truth is, I gotta play by the rules of the YouTube algorithm when I post here. And in the Inner Circle, I don't have to. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to clickbait, make the video specific length or super entertaining, any of that. It's very educational. People there want to learn. They want to watch the video, so I don't have to really push the video down their throat so they can click on it and my channel can do well. It doesn't matter there. So it's a lot more thorough. We go in depth when it comes to videos about success, mindset, communication, style, and so much more. So I would love to have you there. If you want to check it out, we lowered the price. So it's less than half of the price if you join now. And you can ask the guys in the community and they will tell you it is so worth it. That's not all. If you don't like it, you get a full refund up to 14 days, no questions asked. That's how much I believe in it. I know that you're gonna learn a lot and you're gonna wanna stay in the Inner Circle. To join, all you gotta do is click the first link in the description below. It's alexcostastyle.com. So I actually got my second vaccine shot yesterday, so I'm feeling pretty sick today. I feel horrible, actually, but the video that was supposed to go live tomorrow, the brand hasn't approved, it's not ready, so I decided to shoot another one to make sure that you get a video just like every Saturday. I don't like missing out on videos. I wanna make sure that you guys get these. So it's Friday at 8:52 p.m. I'm shooting this now, and it will be edited and posted Saturday at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. The grind is real, still, because I remember what unemployment was like, and I didn't like the taste of it. So I worked harder and harder, and if I can do it, an immigrant from Brazil who didn't speak a word of English, who never went to fashion school, or actually never graduated college for that matter, and I still got a job at Google. If I can do it, then you for sure can do it. So guys, stop thinking that it's too late. Stop thinking that you don't have the time that you need to accomplish your goals. Start going after them now, step by step. As small as a step can be, just take it. Just keep moving forward. Just keep going, because you're going in the right direction, and that's all that matters. You're moving, you're not stagnant. Being stagnant is the worst thing that you can do. Continue to move, and it will pay off. And of course, if you want to join the Inner Circle, I would love to have you there. It is alexcostastyle.com, and it's the first link in the description below. If you guys didn't know this, I also started a new YouTube channel where I give you short tips from YouTube Shorts, their new feature. It's listed below as well. We're about to hit 10,000 subscribers there. It's so funny starting from zero again. It's awesome. I love that feeling. So I would love to have you there. So go check it out and subscribe to that channel as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very, very soon.